Hello Danielle. Congratulations on your LSAT score. That number will really open a lot of doors for you.
That's the problem, Loretta. I'm not sure I want to go to law school anymore.
Why not? You've spent so much time working on your LSAT and your essays.
I know. But I've been hearing such horrible things about the job market. What if I borrow $200,000 and wind up with no job?
Danielle, are you familiar with the phenomenon of 5-year job cycles?
Not really. I might have heard something about teachers.
That's right. Periodically the media gives a lot of coverage to a specific field. Usually they start by telling how many people are needed in that field. As a result, more than the usual number of college students choose to major in that subject, thinking they'll be guaranteed job security. Then, when all those people graduate, the market can't provide jobs for all of them. Then the stories switch to how awful it is that all these graduates are unemployed.
So you're saying that if I start law school now, everything will be great again in 3 years?
I'm not sure I'd go that far. The legal market, unlike the market for nurses and teachers, is dependent on the overall economy. Many legal jobs are service jobs. Lawyers help people buy property, manage their estates, get treated fairly at work. So when the economy is weak, there are fewer ways for lawyers to help. The government is working to solve our economic woes, but globalization is a fact of life. The United States may never regain its position as king of the economic hill, but there will certainly be more jobs than there are now.
But what if I don't get a job?
Why would you not get a job? You speak, dress and act like a professional. Your grades are good. You should win at any competition for a job.
But the debt load is overwhelming.
Danielle, you're assuming you'll have to borrow every penny of your tuition and living expenses. There are 3 errors in that thought. First, you may be eligible for need-based financial aid. Second, you may get a scholarship based on either diversity or merit. Your GPA and LSAT are high enough that you could be offered half tuition or more. Also, some of the top summer jobs will pay you enough to cover your living expenses for a full year.
Come on, Loretta. You know that I'm not going to get a free ride to law school.
Not every school will offer you a small fortune. But if you choose schools wisely, some of them will. In the end, you may have to choose between a school with a better reputation and less money and a less well-known school that offers you more money. When that time comes, I'll help you decide which choice is best for your career goals. And if the job market really hasn't recovered, or you don't get enough financial aid, you can always take a public interest job for a few years to help repay the debt. Almost every law school has a loan repayment program for graduates who take lower-paying public interest jobs.
Well, you've definitely given me a lot to think about. But how do I decide?
I believe in keeping as many options open as possible. So I would advise you to go ahead and apply. Then, in 6 to 9 months, you can see where you've been accepted, what the job market seems to be doing, and how much financial aid you've been offered. Then you can make a fully informed decision.
You really do think of everything, don't you? I think we should set up another appointment to discuss schools and financial aid.
I agree. Let's look at your options before you turn your back on a wonderful opportunity.
Thanks, Loretta. I'll come back next week with a list of schools.